So upcoming is chapter 3-1. We're just gonna call this boat slash islands. You could have either person drive, but the person you want driving is the person who doesn't have the machine gun, because there will be a bit where you have to shoot somebody on a moving boat, and it's generally easier to spray and pray as opposed to aim with the handgun, stop, kill him, and continue on. I'll just be explaining this as Cosmic's doing the driving. Most of this level is just optimal routing or driving by the boat player, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Otherwise, no big tech, no inventory, nothing. So.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab the beast slate here, and then if you're just the boat player, you can, as long as you ready up first on the boat, you will go on to the driving seat. You don't have to be near like the back of the boat in order to get on the driving seat, just as long as you're the first one to ready up there.
Mm-hmm. And which brings me to my point: if you're not the driver, for the love of God, don't be the first one on the boat, because if you are, this is what'll happen. I'll just show it.
Yep. So even though I'm like right over here, Cheva's there.
Oh God, I don't know how to drive the boat, and now you gotta reset. You lose time doing that. So go ahead. So if you generally want to heal from the previous chapters, you can heal on this part. We're fine. I'm just gonna do it in case. The person in front can just heal each other.
Treasure here too, by the way.
You can, we're trying to route this out, but there is a treasure along the wall of this. As a Sheva player, you kind of want to, by that purple flower right there, you kind of want to just spam your pickup button, and you'll get that treasure. Okay, so for the second slate, relatively straight routing. Sheva will be getting the plate, Chris will be getting a couple inventory, a couple of treasures. Doesn't matter who goes where, honestly.
You just want to get over to this thing here. Grab the treasure, open the vase here, and then open the vase over here.
As a Sheva player, you want to utilize quick turns right here and try to get through. I was a little bit slow, but generally you should be able to run by that shield. Can you... Wait, where would it restart? No, I don't want to restart. But generally, you would be able to run by that shield if you're quick enough about it. I was not. So right here, you're going to want to just aim up and be ready. There will be a switch that'll activate, and you want to kill the guy as fast as you can. Sometimes it's slow. It's a tower right there. You just want to kind of spray and pray. Hopefully you get him.
There's the boat. I did this a little bit wrong, but if you do like run into those for a little bit before the cutscene activates, you can just kind of go through without needing to do the startup of the boat. Kind of just hug the left here to thread the needle through. And then you want to just aim around here real quick. And then you can just go through.
Is there a checkpoint here? I want to show this off. Oh, I'll just die, actually, to reset it.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint here, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, these gators are one-shot kills. And they have a relatively small hitbox around them. So if Cosmic was a gator and I ran right here, I would die. So you have to kind of loop around the long way. And where they spawn is random. Right where I'm aiming is where a gator will usually spawn, and the entrance to the place where I need to go up a ladder. And that gator is real RNG, because if the gator spawns right in the middle of the doorway, you have to wait, you have to bait it out. But if it spawns on one side, you can creep on the other side and get in. So let's just run through it, see what it looks like.
Yeah, I'll also talk about Chris's gators that he has to deal with. There's one like right over, you have to pick up two treasures. One is by the entrance. You'll get it after this treasure over here on the left by this tree. There will be one gator like to the right usually. And then when you come around the corner here, whatever, you have to deal with whatever gator spawns for Sheva here at the entrance. So you kind of have to play around that. Your Sheva players should be letting you know like where the gator actually is by the time you get over there. You will have to deal with maybe like one gator around this area, but as long as you take lines kind of close to what I'm doing, you should be all right. And then you want to come back through this boat right here, or by this boat, and then loop around and then come back through, and you should pretty much avoid all of the gators. Do you want to reset for your ammo count or no?
I'm gonna show death really quickly, like the hitbox of the gator.
Okay, go for it.
Gator right here next to me. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna die. Oh. Well. Okay.
There we go. I did it. I showed. There we go.
Okay.
Yes, I was very, very close to that gator, so
yeah.
You can't really like hug them. You have to.
All right, so we'll run it properly. For that doorway gator, you're gonna have to go through it twice. One on your way to the treasure, on your way to the slate, and on your way back from the slate. So hopefully you get good RNG. So we'll just run it, see how it looks like.
There's this first gator right over here.
Here's the doorway gator coming up. Spawned on the right side. Bad gator for you, Cosmic. So for the Shadow player, she can just go to the left. Just climb up this ladder and go to the treasure.
Should be all right, actually. There's one gator to my right. Grab this right here. Saw that one gator trying to come for me. Come right here. Around this time, Shevel will get the slate. Just pay attention to the gators on your screen because that slate will take up a decent amount of your screen. So try and just be aware of the gators that are there and when your Sheva usually picks up the slate, or whoever is going to pick up the slate.
So that, I kind of got lucky there. I should have died right there. But that's the doorway gator. He spawned a little bit to the left, which is why I opted to take the right. I should have waited in all honesty, but that's where the RNG comes in. If he spawns right in the middle, you kind of have to just back up, bait him in one direction, then take the long way around it. So that's the real only hard part of this chapter, besides the boat driving.
Yeah, there's a direct line here to the next dock. And you can come from whatever angle of the dock that you want, as long as you just mash the interact key, or F.
Okay, so hopefully we can show this right, but there are no enemies on this island until we get the slate. And we will really be utilizing, the first player goes one direction, the second player goes the opposite direction. And because Sheva has to get the slate, the Sheva player will always be weaving after the Chris player. So we'll show it right here. Sometimes you'll get hit. The different types of enemies that can spawn here are random. But if you follow the general rule, go to the opposite direction as the previous player, you should be fine. It's a little more obvious with these common enemies because they have spears and they blatantly attack in that direction. So hopefully we can show it off properly right here. So Chris will go on ahead.
Sometimes that guy will jump. That's kind of best RNG. Then you kind of just want to take the right side here usually. And then you can just kind of weave through.
As a Sheva player, you kind of went to the left. They were all busy attacking Chris, so it was pretty free for you.
And around here, you just kind of want to take a sharp right coming out of the area. And then head for the boat that's over here. The shipwrecked boat.
So while there's no treasure on this boat / island, I guess.
There is one treasure over here.
Oh, I meant a slate, sorry.
Oh,
because
okay.
you already have all 4 slates. You will need to pick up the rocket launcher because you will not be able to buy the rocket launcher in the New Game Plus file until after Irving, and you need the rocket launcher for Irving. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually use this to clear the next area.
So yeah, and so as the person that's not picking up the rocket launcher, you just want to pick up this vase here, as well as the beetle over here.
So there are 2 routings for the place up ahead. We'll show you the old routing and the new routing. If you're concerned about your income money at this point, you should go with the safer routing. It is a little bit slower, but it'll guarantee you that you have to buy 1 less rocket. So I'll just explain the old strat and the new strat. So the old strat coming up here is there's going to be a village. There's going to be a switch that one of the players will need to, don't go up ahead yet. There's a switch that one of the players needs to hit while the other person below will need to cross a bridge. And the person on the switch needs to be holding that switch the entire time while that person crosses the bridge. So what the person that's crossing the bridge is going to have to do is bait out the enemies so that they won't have to bother the guy on the bridge. So it's easier to explain. We'll just show you it. So this is the old strat / safe strat if you're worried about your money. And or if you're not a human calculator.
Human abacus.
Yeah, so the Sheva... I can't even remember what your
can...
movement is yet. I'll just show the old one first. So the person crossing the bridge, it really doesn't matter, is going to go ahead first while the second person just chills and waits there. Right there. And because there are 3 enemies here, you're just going to want to bait them out and kind of drag them all the way back here. And once they're far enough, Chris will go ahead.
Yep, right here.
And then, because the switch is right up there after we have baited them. And this is the safe strat.
Yeah, so then you would just go up to here and start doing the winch for the bridge. So now we can just reset and actually show like what we usually do.
Let me go first.
Yep.
If you have good math skills and have the testosterone of a human bull, you're going to do this instead. Quick shot, aim, rocket. Kill all of them, because you're going to buy another rocket later.
Make sure that one of you picks up the blue Enigma from the... Did you pick it up? Good job. Okay. So make sure you pick up the blue Enigma from the large enemy there. That will also offset the money that you've spent on that rocket there, because every rocket is 10,000. Reset? Okay.
Yeah. I'll just do it properly, so... Yeah,
okay.
So you kind of refund a little bit of the rocket you just spent, so let me do that again properly.
My movement there was bad anyway, so it's fine.
But your movement is always knobs.
Wow.
I caught. So I picked up the blue Enigma. I'm just gonna wait for him to go to the bridge. I'm gonna say, "What's up, bro? What's up? What's up?" Wow, he hit that.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Where is the bridge? Oh, there it is.
This is also a pretty neat thing. You can just like, once Sheva opens the door there, you can just drop like all 3 or... Wow, this is actually the best one that I've ever gotten. Okay.
I think it's because I got hit by like 4 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's amazing. Pick up the treasure over here as well.
Sheva's gonna open the door for you. Turn.
Oh my god. Game, let me interact, please.
Likewise, Sheva go on the left side, Chris go on the right side, so you don't snap each other out of place. And that's what? Chapter 3-1?
3-1. 3-1, yep.